Hi. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lenore Von Stein, and this is another episode of The Facts. And I'm here tonight with Beth Griffith, Bern Nix, Andrew Bolotowski, and tonight we're being joined by Richard Gross. And tonight I'm doing the third part in a series I call it's about the future. And it's called Palau From The Future, and it's set 1,000 years from now. And people in this period are, in this story that I'm making when I'm going to read this, are benefiting as well as suffering from what I call empire residue. In this 1,000-year period, several concentrations in wealth, so in the 1,000-year periods that led up to it, were eviscerated from the inside and the outside, like the Roman Empire, but none of them stood as long as the Roman Empire. Little punk empires. By comparison. What did we get done while we were standing? Let's try a surreal. Surreal. So we're rehearsing some of the pieces. It is a rehearsal, too. I mean, it's part 3, but it's rehearsal. We're rehearsing some of the pieces that are going to be in part 4, which is not a rehearsal. So you don't need me to count this out, right? It's in 5/8. Well, not that. That's why you don't need me to count it out. But.
Should I do something in 5/8?
Well, what you should you do? Can you give us the cue? Oh, soprano. Who does the cue on this?
Andrew.
I think
Andrew.
it's me.
Bar 6. I have here.
Bar 6.
Bar 6? No, it's an improvisation.
Oh, it's an improvisation.
It's an
Okay.
improvisation.
All right. Do the
I don't
improvisation.
know if I can count up to 7, but I'll try with 5.
No. I was going to say, I have to rearrange my seat. I'm a little too close to him.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll wait until after. Okay,
Yeah.
at the break, we'll do that, okay? As we tape this, it's a few weeks away from the presidential election, and I've been one of the things that, aside from these candidates who I really can't pay much attention to, because it's not good for you, is the pundits the people who speak about what's possible and what's not possible. If I'm looking at Channel 13, where they're a little better educated and more on the inside of the power, even more on the inside of the power structure, and it's quite remarkable. What are they talking about? Are they talking about what's possible when you control these huge swaths of resources, how you can move these resources around, and what you can do, and how you can keep the people at bay, more or less. That they're really secondary to the whole story. So in this story that I've written, mass communication and science, they're among the factors that created and shortened the lifespans of these empires, like the empire we're living through right now. So people in the year 3000 that I'm picturing, they're living with a kind of mixture of calm insight and a very old-fashioned, well, maybe not very, but an old-fashioned cynicism. Good ideas that have emerged over the course of human history, they weren't forgotten. They were pushed forward into new eras, even as they were diluted and, betrayed. Yes, I think that we'll be able to do this. They won't be able to do that, but they will be able to do this. And this is what's going to happen. They will be able to do this. This will fly for a certain amount of time, and then something else will happen. But they will be able to do this. What are we talking, your lifetime? Is that the span?
Ich kann doch nicht. Das macht doch gar keinen Sinn. Das hat doch keinen Sinn. Das macht man gar nicht.
I have a desk. So let's look at. So we look at Syria. I did take it out of order.
Yeah.
Oh my Godskis. Should we do mumbling revised? Does that make life easier for everybody? So this is another piece that we're practicing, and we're practicing all these pieces. And so you need me to do anything here? Who has the cue?
Me.
Okay. when I watch these news people, I get this feeling. I used to have this a lot when I was a kid, that it's like two different worlds. I mean, here I'm watching these people in these nice suits with these nice jobs, with these nice healthcare plans and these nice pensions, and it's another world from the world that I live in and so many other people live in, a step away from whatever they're a step away from, or actually in it, you know, if they're living on the street already. It's in this story, the central character in my story, Palau, and she's focused on her next love relationship. She wants to predict the course of that relationship. So she's worried, you know, should she be reserved with someone that she doesn't trust, but she doesn't want to do that because that's not going to be a very fulfilling relationship. She won't learn much, and she wants to learn. She wants to grow. She's 210. She's going to live to be 300, alive and healthy, and you know, doing all kinds of things. So she wants to, you know, be this a good relationship for however long it lasts, setting her up for the next one. And so, what criteria can she use? And she decides, she's very frightened to get involved, and she decides what to do is to analyze her fear, that will be her brace, that'll be the thing that will protect her if she analyzes it. But the first problem with analyzing it is that she's afraid that she'll be so anxious that she won't be able to be objective, that she'll find the problem and right away come up with an answer, you know, like an impressionist, but it won't be, you know, she won't take enough time because she'll be so anxious, so she won't solve things, so just go around like a dog chasing her. And that's what she's worried about. I don't want to be a dog chasing my... chasing my tail. I mean, if that's what I have to do to get to the next place, then. What's he playing?
I don't know.
Criteria.
Okay, sorry.
What's happening?
What's happening? Next piece up.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Hit it, maestro.
Okay.
How can I judge? There is so much I don't know, and I don't want to take the time. Where's the circle?
Yeah. Let's play this thing, losing weight. I'm losing weight.
Okay.
And, yes, I am. And it's teaching me a lot. Not that I haven't been on a diet one way or another my whole life, practically, but I'm learning a lot about food this time and myself that I didn't know before. I'm learning how to eat the things I want to eat and then starve for a while and then go back to them again and then, you know, developing new palette, and you know, it's a positive adventure for once. I feel like I may win this game in ways that I hadn't even thought about. So who has the cue on this? Beth, the soprano.
Beth.
Yeah.
What's your cue going to be?
The window. You can't think
Well, I was all over the place. As usual. As usual. You were playing my line, right?
I was playing your line.
Top line.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was perfect. I didn't miss a single beat.
Oh, shoot.
Yes. He was giving you the tradition of the ancient Greeks. He was cueing you as the speaker, you see.
Yeah. Well, that's what I still got confused.
He was right there. My goodness.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
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 The window. You can't
Better than one I cut out. Okay, thank you. Okay,
I feel lighter already.
lighter already. So, listen, are all relationships neurotic episodes? You know, by neurotic episodes, I mean stories that you want to come out differently, you know, and so you pick this, you populate them with similar characters, similar personality types. See if I can make this work this time. But of course, it doesn't work this time because you've populated with similar, it's the same plot, same character-driven plot. And then after a while, maybe, let's say you live to be, a few hundred years old, 300 years old, or even if you don't live that long, and after a while, your new relationships, maybe they become the basis for the next erotic episode. They must be evolving. So maybe, like in my story, I was thinking the advantage of living a long life is that you can solve more. A therapist told me, I've been in therapy many times in my life. A therapist told me that you don't stop doing the destructive things, the things that are destructive to you. You always keep doing them, but as you get better, you do them for shorter periods of time. So the bad relationship that lasted 2 years before you figured it out, or 10 years, it lasts 2 weeks, and you got it nailed. That's the way it's played. That's the way it works out. I knew a guy one time told me he'd been married 5 times. He made the same mistake each time. And who he picked. So let's try, which would you like to try, fixed or Alfred Hitchcock construction?
Burn? What's the next one?
Alfred Hitchcock construction.
Well, let's try that.
That's the one.
So this is about the way Alfred Hitchcock builds his stories, and his stories are visual. They're not just on page. They're not on the page at all. They're stories, visual stories, movies. So I'm an admirer, but not sheepishly. And no, he didn't. But so who has the cue?
Beth.
Oh my goodness.
Beth.
Yeah.
We're getting really close. We got a minute to go. This is traveling music. See you later, alligators. You can find us on the web. This is the fact. Signing out for temporarily signing out. See you soon, I hope. Bye. Okay. Now we have to.
I just have to move back a bit.
Okay, but that has to be addressed with the